It's a really important fight over massive government spending passed in the dead of night at the 11th hour when Congress doesn't read the bill and no hearings. What do you say to all this?
Well, I think McCarthy already, before the voting started, made a lot of concessions for changes in how the House operates. I mean, a lot of conservatives in the United States are almost traumatized by this $1.7 trillion omnibus that passed on December 23rd. But, you know, 200 House Republicans voted against it. 9 House Republicans voted for it. 7 of them are no longer in the House. They did it on the way out the door. So Kevin McCarthy actually wanted the Senate not to pass the bill, to wait until Republicans were in charge of the House and could perhaps cut it down a little bit.
What's going on, everyone? Talks with Kenny here today. We're reacting to day 4 of the Speaker House, I guess, Tapaco. That's what the mainstream media is calling it. So as you guys saw from the intro clip, that there was some interesting commentary going on around earlier this morning. When the time of this video, when it releases, it should be right when they're convenient. So we're going to see if this video aged well. But is it over today? Because there's talks about Harika. Kevin McCarthy cuts deal with rebels, and he might have a speaker. We might have a speaker of the House today. Uh-oh. One thing I want to know before I go into the article is that I think the message has been sent clear. At least I hope. Yeah, but you know, you never know. These dudes, once they get power, they're like, oh no, I don't care how people felt about me. I think the sentiment has been felt, I believe, to Kevin McCarthy. If he's speaker, he knows that the conservative voter base do not trust him, and he has to go back and earn that trust again. Like, he can't sit here and be like, oh, like the American, like, no, we looking at you, bro. We looking. We like, you better make it right. You better be, like, I think McCarthy's been put on notice, and I think the message has been sent clear. Now, we can keep going for another week. You know, it would be the most epic L if he still doesn't become Speaker of the House by the end of today, as the time recording this video. But I'm gonna go into some articles. I'm gonna dive around. News is breaking this morning that Kevin McCarthy has cut a deal with the rebels. Presumptuously, it means a vote today with McCarthy, which let's be honest, was the way this was always going to end, right? Some people may not like that commentary, but I don't believe so. I honestly believe, like, the American people are so in support of what's going on. But let's get into the article. I don't want to keep giving my opinion too much. McCarthy's only job should be to say no to Democrats and otherwise keep quiet. This is breaking news, and we'll be updating the post as more information becomes available. House recovery, pretty much repeating what was paraphrased. My belief is that the deal was cut judging by the number of last-minute fundraising appeals I have seen from rebel members. Got to get that bag before it's too late. So there's some of the criticisms of the people that the 20 is that they're using this as a way of getting more notoriety, more fundraising, getting their names more out there. It's a smart strategy, but in a day, us conservatives, I believe this is how I believe. Politics is when our interests aligned. I'm in full support of what you're doing. Hey, look, I want McCarthy get a message that, hey, you don't have the trust of the American people. It's time for you to earn it again. Like, nothing is given. You're not entitled to a position. Like, you have to earn that trust again. And I hope this message has been sent. Like, I hope he felt this, but something telling me, nope, he don't really feel it. So let's go. Still no word on what the deal is, but allegedly, Matt Gaetz was telling people they got all they wanted. And also allegedly, he said this to Ilhan Omar. I always say her name weird, but as opposed to Rep AOC, who's according to a lip reading expert, he's talking about, I don't know what that is. Scrubbery? I don't know. So this is the him like telling her what's in the deal is unknown. However, if the rebels only got Chip Roy's rule change, which I think it was in a video yesterday I made, that will allow amendments to bills, and Gaetz rules that bills should only include only one subject, which is like, I agree. If that's what they get, if that is the circumstances, if that's the rules surrounding how the House is going to be run, that's the only way possible. I'm fine with McCarthy being House leader. But if it's not, objection! Day 5, baby. But hey, I digress. Let's get into it. It's those two things that will make a huge difference for the American people, and I agree with this, right? Like, if you take what's said here, hey, only one subject bills. Sorry, let me go back. Only one subject bills, right? And they're allowed to make as many amendments to the bills as possible. It sounds like win. Like it sounds like a lot. Like the speakership part pretty much don't have any power except I get to pick you to this committee. I get to pick you to this committee. But yeah, I digress. Let's get back into the article. Even if both changes are too subtle for most apolitical people to realize, especially when corporate media, instead of reporting things accurately, overhype everything that happens as literal life and death. And that's the sense you get online. But no, but for sure, I can compromise. But all I know is I believe the message has been sent clear as day to Kevin McCarthy. Bruh. I want him to feel like he's on the hot seat. And I think this like seeing all the support, I guess that's why he hasn't gone on Twitter. That's why he hasn't publicly said anything. It's because I believe he feels it. He knows it. He knows it like, yo, I can't mess this up. Any demands that the rebels go on top are a bonus. Everyone is happy. The rebels get their changes and prove their point. Kevin McCarthy gets to tell people he's Speaker of the House. Hey. I agree with that middle ground, right? And now here's some of the pushback, right? And what you have seen on the House floor over the last 3 days is what you should consider to see every single bill that comes up for consideration. And that is the expectation that a lot of conservatives want. Actually, not even just conservatives. I just think American voters, period. Like, they don't want to sit here and be like, oh my God, you guys didn't read a bill and you sent $1.7 trillion of our money to another country? For what? And then when we do the research, right, people like me or other political commentators, we looking through the bills and we find out, oh, there's $200K for transgender studies for a public school for 8th graders. You're going like, yo, what the hell? It doesn't make sense. How y'all passed this? Who advocated for that to be in the bill? That's what I want to know. But hey, look, I'm talking too much. This should be a norm, not an exception. Lawmakers debating and arguing and voting out in the open is great, and we need more of it. And that's what I've been advocating too. I want more transparency in the House, in the committees and all this. This is why I'm a big fan of Josh Hawley. I think he has a YouTube channel. I always react to his stuff. He records what he does in the committees. And I think that's the future of politics, honestly. I'm sorry. Hey, I ain't make the rules. Millennials, Gen Z, we get most of our information on social media. So ain't changing anytime soon. It doesn't matter what concessions, and this is some of the skepticism that people have because everyone thinks Kevin McCarthy is a weasel. I can't claim that because I don't know him personally, but it seems that way. It doesn't matter what concessions Kevin McCarthy agrees to at this point. It's obvious he will do, say, or promise anything to keep his hands on that gravel. Do you guys agree in the comment section? Let me know if you guys agree with that sentiment. Like, yeah, let me know. Or if you have let me know in the comment section too. I'm always interested in hearing what people are thinking or people are feeling about this subject. So let's continue. The minute he does, he'll break whatever promises he's made and exact revenge. That's the only way through it. And that's why I think the rule change is more substantial, honestly. So, hey, let me guys know what you think. You think day 4, will we have a Speaker of the House? Or it will be another L for Senior McCarthy? Bruh. But hey, let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.